What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. Back out here on the water today, and I'm super excited because I have made the trip back down to coastal Carolina once again to fish some of these rivers, and I'm actually fishing the same river that I was at a couple days ago. Had a really good day out here, but I mainly focused on creeks until the end of the day, which I ventured out into the river, and I ended up doing pretty good out there. So what I've done is I decided today to go back out on the main river, do a little bit more exploring, and see if I can catch some fish out there. So basically today, it's gonna be 85, but it's gonna be a lot more windy. So I don't know how that's gonna affect the bite. Might make it better, might make it a little bit too rough out on the main river to really throw the frog. So I'm not sure, but we're gonna go out there, check things out, make a run, kind of, you know, find something that I like, because I don't really know what I like and what I don't, because I've never been here. But we're gonna go out there and go up the river and see what we can find. So anyway, what we're gonna do, we're gonna set the goal today for, we're gonna try to catch more than 15.5 pounds, which is what we had the last time we were here a couple days ago. So let's see if we can get a 5+ pounder and also over 15.5 pounds. So we got a big goal set. Let's see if we can do it. I think we can. Let's put that frog to work. So I ran up the river a little ways, not like crazy far, probably, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 miles. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right here, kind of on this outside bend. It's like a little point that comes out, and we're gonna work our way back. I really like the way these trees look. Got a lot of cypress knees, a little bit of bushy stuff, but we're gonna pick up the frog and we're gonna throw that thing and see if we can catch some. So let's see if we can get it done. I believe we can. Yeah, this looks good. This water is just, it still blows me away how dark this water is. It's so dark, it's crazy. Oh, my rod is, what we got going on here? Got a little bit of rappage going on. There we go. So we're gonna see if we can get some big girls a bite. This wind should have the water moving, so should be good. You know, the water's moving out pretty good, so hopefully the bite's gonna be good. We will find out. You know, the wind is blowing a little bit more than what I would prefer. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't look at the forecast as far as the wind was concerned. I do know that it's supposed to rain tomorrow, pretty much all day. It's a very good chance of rain. So some kind of front might be coming in, but that might be good too. That might have the bite being crazy. Not 100% sure. I sure hope that I catch them better today than I did yesterday in Chesden, because that was a little bit tough. That was a little bit tough. But that's fishing. That is fishing. That's how it goes sometimes. We might get right and pick up that flipping stick. Something's telling me to pick that thing up and flip around a little bit. Flip some of these trees, see if we can get bit. Pretty sure we can. It's a little bit more wind than I like for the frog. Just a little bit. So we're gonna pick up the flipping stick with a good old swamp water blue raised bug and see if we can get something going with that bad boy. That would be nice. Definitely wouldn't complain about that. See if we can get bit kind of quick on some of these more outside trees. The wind is blowing us, you know, we should be going against the current, but I'm just kind of letting this take us along right now. This wind is blowing out and this really has things moving. The canals might play a little bit more today. We got a solid, I don't know, 15-mile-per-hour wind blowing behind us, pushing us. Probably could pick up the spinnerbait and do some damage as well. Here we go. There's the first one. Oh, that was an ugly boat flip. All right, first one on a rage bug. Pitched up there and come up, and he was all over it. Not a big one, little guy. We're not even gonna weigh him. He's probably about a pound, but we're gonna go ahead and let him go. Thank you, bud. We're going for much bigger than that, but I'm glad to just get a bite. Pitched up there to that tree, and, or that, well, it is the base of a tree. I thought it was a stump, but come up and he was going off to the side with it. He bit it good too. He whacked it. So it might be one of them situations where we just have to, you know, really just go down and hit a bunch of different spots. Bunch of different trees, and you know, and the wind might lay down a little bit too. I don't know, right here it's actually laid down a touch, but that might just be because of we're right around a little bend. Ooh, that's one thing with this braid that I've noticed is that line will wrap around your tip much easier than with fluorocarbon when you're flipping with braid. So fish number one. We've been fishing for about 20 minutes. I would, somewhere around 20 minutes, I think. I'm not mad about that. The old swamp water blue rage bug got us another one. And one thing I did notice too is the water where I'm at, it's deepened up just a little bit. It's 4.5 foot instead of 2.5 foot. So they might be just related to these outside trees where it has a little bit more water on the outside of them. I'm not 100% sure. I was about to pick that buzz bait up. Ooh, fish just blew up right behind the boat right there. We're gonna go over to the other side. The other side just looks a little bit juicier to me. I'm just gonna idle over there. So we just jumped over here to the other side. Just trying to see if we can dial something in on where the fish are really at. Oh, we're in a stump. Might pick that frog back up on this side because, as I said, that wind, the way it's blowing, it's much less wind on this bank. Well, right as I say that, it picked up substantially. So I don't know, it's still not that bad though. Still not that bad. I think we can generate some doggone frog bites. Definitely a much different day than it was 2 days ago when I was here. Much different. The fish definitely are not biting as good. It's not really, I mean, we're not dealing with post-frontal conditions, so it's not like we're dealing with some screwed up weather. That's not the situation at all. So I don't know if it's just one of them days when the fish just really are not biting. And I feel like that's what's going on right now. But we're not doing the right thing, apparently. I feel like if we were, we would definitely be getting bit a little bit more. I mean, I know the fish are up here. I think I might get right and run up the river a little bit further, go up there and explore, look around a little bit, see if I can find something up there that looks kind of froggy and really put the frog in our hand and go to work. So many briars and bushes and stuff around these trees, it makes it really hard to get into the base of them. But that's where the fish are at, so got to pitch all up there in that stuff. I'm just waiting for that thing to thump and go off to the side, and it just has not happened. There's one. That's a little bit better one. Get up here. There we go. Well, got one to bite. Been a while. He was right there on that outside tree. I came up and bit it. Definitely not a tank. Not a tank by no means. I mean, I guess we will put the scale on them. We're gonna see if we can get 5 up here and do better than 15.5 pounds. I can tell you, we got a long ways to go right now. Long ways to go. This is about 1.5 pounds probably. Yep, 1.56, 1.58. 1.58. All right. Well, swamp water blue rage bug. There he is, right there. Woo hoo hoo. He tried to get me. He didn't though. He didn't. All right. Rage bug. God, now I don't know. Am I getting in a good area? You know, do I keep going along on the outside? I don't know. I got a little bit of a mess right here though. I got to get this out first. I came up and that fish was on it. I was just getting ready to leave, go up the river. I hope that fish hadn't thrown me for a loop, making me stay in an unproductive area. Fish will do that sometimes. I mean, we fished quite a long stretch and didn't get bit, and then boom, ended up catching that one. Not a real big one either. But I know some big fish on these trees. We just got to get that right fish to bite. All right. So I just switched over to a white buzzbait, the white toad buzzbait. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can get one to come up on this thing. I believe we can. And that's why I wanna keep sticking with it and throw it around these cypress knees and all this, because I think we can get a big fish to come up on it. Got this wind. Everything looks good. You know, we're gonna pick the frog back up too, but I can just cover so much water with this. Oh my God. That was a big old blow up. Y'all see that? Got him. Oh no. We just lost him. Doggone it. That was a nice one too. That was like a 4-pounder. Oh, what a nice blow up. Darn, that was a darn pretty one. Okay, well, I mean, he come up and bit it twice on the buzz bait. Well, some fish will come up and bite the buzz bait. That dude smoked it. All right, so we're gonna give a creek a chance. See if we can catch one in here on the frog. We've switched up to that yellow frog, so we're gonna start right here at the mouth, fish in with that, and see if we can get bit. We'll start right here on the outside. We'll see if we can get bit, and then we might go out and go back to another creek. I'm not 100% sure, but I really like the way this little piece of shoreline right here looks. Kind of have this good water that goes up to the cypress knees, really easy to access the bank. That's kind of what I like with a frog. You know, that other stuff we were fishing, I mean, that's fine, it's good, but I really like to be able to get my frog up to those cypress knees that lead up along the bank. It kind of puts a wall there where those fish just can't be so many different places. Because when you get to where the fish can be on the inside, outside, and everything in between, a lot of times it makes it a little bit harder to kind of figure them fish out. Whereas these banks like this, where you got kind of a hard wall in the back of cypress knees, and then you got trees, you know, every once in a while, that kind of makes it a little teeny bit easier. Now the wind has switched and it's actually blowing back up the river. That might have something to do with why the fishing's a little off. That wind's done shifted on us. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. On the frog, baby. There we go. There we go. Get up here. Well, we just pulled up. Choked it too. I mean, gone. Right there. Yes. All right. We just gotta keep grinding. That's all. Gotta keep grinding. There we go. There's a chunk, got the line wrapped all around him. But that's a pretty fish. That's a 2.5 pounder probably. Come up and ate that frog. He was right up there by the edge of them paths. Let's put our pole down so we don't end up all in here. But nice. I will take that all day, every day. See what we got. 255. That's what he is. Nice. He came up and choked it. That's what we want right there. Thank you there, buddy. Oh, he's gonna jump for us. Is he? He's just sitting there. What is he doing? He ain't been out of the water no time, buddy. Go on. There he goes. Thought he was gonna jump for us. I mean, choked it. So maybe the bite could be picking up. I don't really know. Like, because we got a bite in that last pocket on the frog that I was really surprised that the fish didn't get it because he bit it so good. So maybe it was a color thing. Nice. Because that fish came up and choked it. Ooh. came up and bit it. Came up and bit it. All right, so we're right here to where I caught my last fish, and I got a couple more bites in here as well. So we're gonna pull up there, see if we can get one of those fish to bite again, and then we're gonna work our way into this pocket on this right-hand side. And we got a tangle here. We got a tangle, always. There we go. That's one thing I'll never understand in fishing, is how stuff gets so tangled. I'm talking about fishing line can tie knots that you couldn't even think of. It's pretty crazy, but hopefully we pick up another fish or two right here. All right, well, we're gonna jump over here to this other side of the pocket and fish out. And that's gonna do it for us. I really hope this side has got them. I missed a couple bites on that side. Just didn't hook up on them. They weren't very good bites anyway, but I don't know. We're gonna stick with the frog. I flipped a little bit on the way in and didn't do anything. So we're gonna fish the frog on the way out the whole way. We're gonna see if we can make something happen. Maybe old big girl will be nice to us and eat. But it has just been a pretty brutal day. One of the tougher ones that I can remember that I've had here recently. I mean, Chesden was kind of tough yesterday, but it wasn't this tough. This is pretty tough. So we're gonna grind it out to the end and see if we can get a couple more fish. He ain't up in that tree, I can tell you that. But the wind today has been a little bit tough. It's just blown fairly hard out on the main river. And I think just a front's coming in tonight. Basically the front's coming in. I mean, it's gonna be tomorrow's a high of 70 something and it's gonna rain. And I was just really thinking that they would be chomping today. So I was thinking I could come back here after having such a good day 2 days ago. I could come back here and duplicate it and really work on them. And that hasn't happened, so that's fishing. That is fishing. There he is. There's one. Come here, baby. There we go. There we go. On the end of that tree. On the end of that little bush right there. Oh, he ain't big, but let me tell you, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. There he is, on the frog. We have fished hard, y'all. Golly. I mean, should I even put him on the scale? I guess I will. All right. Let's see what we got. Spot number 4. Right here. .30. I mean, we are gonna need a massive giant here in the next about 10 minutes. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we are gonna need a giant in about 10 minutes to seal the deal for us to get, because we're sitting on about like 5 pounds for 4 right now. Little tiny bit more than that. I mean, but still, maybe 7.5 pounds for 4. Hey, got us another one though. Got us another one. Grinding with that frog. See if we can get us one more. At least to fill our limit. At least we'd be able to say we filled our limit. That'd be much better than not filling our limit. All right, y'all, that's it right there. It's a beautiful cast. It'd be nice if a big girl would come up and eat it, but I'm gonna tell you what, we fished hard and we weren't rewarded for the amount of labor we put in. We put in some work and just could not make it happen. Just couldn't make it happen. You know, I don't really know what was going on. The bite was definitely off. Definitely not what I would consider to be a good bite going on today. And we just tried a bunch of different stuff and we could never get it going. Never got things going. So we're gonna have to call it quits and get this thing back on the trailer so I can go ahead and get home. I don't know, that's how, you know, that's how these days go sometimes, these different places. It always blows my mind how you can go somewhere one day and absolutely catch them and go back the next day or a couple days later and really struggle. But that's what intrigues me about fishing. So we're gonna get this thing back on the trailer. I appreciate y'all watching. If you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV.